What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet probably the biggest update about Zomedica. It finally happened. The Truforma decided to launch prior to the anticipated date, which was today, the 16th of March, 2021. As we saw, and what was expected, Zomedica did pull back today after the news was announced. And look what happened. We're down about a total of, from its high at 930, about 263. I know in the pre-market it might have been a little higher than that, but regardless, pulled back down to about, again, $2.19 in the aftermarket, down almost 17% on the day. The overall market did pull back today. So again, in addition to that, the fact that people were selling the news, the paper hands are getting out, the diamond hands are holding strong, and maybe more new investors are going to start buying in. Now, again, remember guys, my channel is not for financial advice by any means. Rather, I'm putting you guys on a place that I'm in and trying to show you kind of how I'm handling these things moving forward. So again, the Truforma did launch, everybody, and I will be discussing that in this video. Now, am I worried or upset about what we saw today? I know a lot of people were. People stop losses, stop limits were hit. And again, more and more of a sell-off occurred, even for those of us that wanted to hold long-term. 5 to 10% stop losses were hit today. So you locked in your profits, don't be upset. More opportunities are to come. Remember that. Always, the best part of the stock market is opportunities present themselves every single day. So with the market pullback, we could see a pullback even more. But again, entry points will show up. So let's go ahead and talk about the article and make my screen a little smaller here. About the article that was released from Zomedica after the sale of its first Truforma device to actually a very well-respected veterinary in New York State. So if we pull down on the article here, again, they just kind of talked about the launch, everything of that nature, but here it is. So the first official purchaser of Truforma system was Jason Berg, a doctor of veterinary medicine, founder and president of Guardian Veterinary Specialists, a 29,000 square foot advanced emergency critical care and specialty hospital in Brewster, New York. Fantastic. So again, the fact that Jason Berg was the first purchaser really excites me because again, he's a very well respected, very well known, and again, he has a lot of credentials for other people to potentially follow, right? The domino effect. When someone of high stature buys something like the Truforma or anything in their own clinics or their own setting, other vets that look up to him or aspire to be similar to Jason Berg might do the same thing. But regardless, that's not what this detail is about. The thing that really excites me is what Dr. Berg stated. If we go down here. So again, as a veterinary internist and business owner, I have devoted myself to advancing the practice of veterinary internal medicine and delivering care with a difference. Doing more, providing more, and caring more. So well said. Much respect to this guy. I am excited to be the first veterinarian to purchase Truforma. I will be able to go above and beyond the current standard of care to provide cutting-edge and novel testing to pet owners and veterinarians in 7 surrounding counties across 2 states, so not just in New York. The ability to reliably and accurately measure cortisol on site in our emergency service at Guardian Veterinary Specialists has the potential to save lives. Think about that for a second. Potential to save lives. Not just diagnose, rather save lives, because again, I told you guys early on, the timeliness for these things does matter, right? The fact that this is a faster device compared to the standards of care does matter. Offering complete thyroid testing on site for both dogs and cats will allow our internal medicine service to provide timely answers to anxious pet owners. We dedicate ourselves to serving the needs of the broader veterinary community by offering lab services through Bloodhound Laboratories, which will allow our practice partner, to also advance their endocrine practice. I am most excited to use endogenous ACTH in my work as a veterinary internist to help owners make difficult decisions about medical care, including the decision to pursue complex adrenal surgery. So, we need to understand why someone of his stature would buy something like the Truforma. Again, I think this is positive news. Although the PR, right, the public relations department of Zomedica could have done a better job with the launch, I totally agree with that. It was kind of one of those, it made me kind of like wake up. I woke up in the morning, pulled up my phone, and I was like, eyes half closed like most of you were, and it's like, wait, what just happened? Like, am I dreaming or am I still, actually waking up now? So I was it didn't live up to the hype. I totally agree with that. It was just like, kind of just, we were hit all at once. Zomedica launches the Truforma. I was like, wait, what? I need to make a video. But of course I was going to work, so I couldn't. But regardless, everybody, again, buying the rumor, selling the news. This is a common theme in the stock market. And guess what's happening now? People are selling the news. Now, there's a lot of answers that we're yet to get, a lot of questions that we're yet to get answers for, and we're still seeking those things, including, what is the price of the Truforma, right? Those are the questions I sent out to Zomedica that I have not seen a response yet. But of course, they were, I guess, putting all their efforts into getting the launch of the Truforma that they didn't really have time to answer some of the questions I have, which answers will come about, which will continue to strengthen our conviction towards the stock and hopefully keep us diamond-handed folks, very, I guess the word I'm looking for, just confident with our investment. So that's kind of what I'm looking at with Zomedica and currently the news that dropped today. Of course, again, with the technical analysis that we could see, yes, there was a sell-off. Support is at 216. Guess where we're at? Right around support, 219. So potentially, depending on what happens tomorrow, we can see continued pullback to maybe 176. Even a better entry point can pull back to $1.63. Even better, $1.30. You see them here on the left-hand side. So you determine where you want to enter or where you want to exit. If your trailing stop loss was hit today, guess what? A lot of the market pulled back. Zomedica pulled back 17%. So if you had a 10% trailing stop loss from its high, your shares probably sold. So a lot of people were saying, Zomedica really ramped up in the pre-market, but they couldn't sell. They couldn't sell because they're using brokerages like Robinhood or other ones that you couldn't trade in the pre-market with. So I always like to mention, you could join Webull. So with Webull, you get access to trading in the market, active trading between 4 a.m. all the way to, I believe, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're someone that's looking to buy things like Zomedica or sell them in the pre-market when news tends to drop, because news seldom, if not rarely, ever drops during market hours. So if you're someone that wanted to sell your Zomedica shares in the pre-market when it hit nearly $3 today, you could have had the opportunity to do so. But if you're on some of these other brokerages, you wouldn't have been able to. So go ahead and use the Webull link below. You get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100. But again, guys, am I worried about Zomedica? Am I worried about this pullback? Personally, I am not. For all transparency, just to show you guys my 1K to 10K challenge, today was a red day, so I haven't even seen the portfolio yet. So down about 7% on the day. And for Zomedica here, as you can see, I'm still holding my shares very, very strong. And you can see here, average cost at $2, $200 that's put in, up still about 9.13%. Could have sold earlier this morning, but no, I'm not ready to sell yet. I'm someone who's, again, I consider myself having diamond hands for Zomedica. I want to hold strong. I'm hoping that positive news continues to come out, more and more sales, some contracts in place with other vet offices where we can continue to see this stock rise up. And again, if your trailing stop loss was hit, congratulations on securing some of your profits. I salute you because, again, I told you guys there's ways to mitigate your risk, especially for penny stocks. Again, remember, these micro cap penny stock plays that we're all in, they're high risk. With high risks come high rewards. Remember that. That's very much true. I totally agree with that. But regardless, until Zomedica until we see more of these positive catalysts coming out after the Truforma launch now, we need to see some more positive information before we're more confident to increase our position size. So I'm not looking to increase my position by any means, but I am someone that is going to be holding very, very strong. And I'm hoping that, again, more and more positive news comes out for Zomedica. The Truforma launch, the sale happened. Tomorrow we'll see what happens when market opens. If we see a continued sell-off, maybe it's time to re-enter at a lower price point, because if it gets under $2, I'm going to be very, very tempted to increase my position size. Absolutely, especially in my main portfolio. For the 1 to 10K, nothing really to sell quite yet. As you guys can see, not much movement has happened with our penny stock picks, down about $47 from when we started, but that's okay, because again, I'm someone with patience. We have to have patience because, again, in the stock market, it's a vehicle for people who are patient to take money from those who are impatient. I don't mean to sound, like someone that's taking money from others, but that's truly what it is. So we have to be those who are patient, and we have to have conviction in the things that we put our money into, these businesses, and understand that we will have red days. People will sell the news. Those paper-handed folks, they're getting out. I'm very happy with that. We need to get them out anyway. And now we're going to see more of a buying pressure, hopefully, as quarter over quarter, more and more information is released. And now I'm looking to see I still have more information that I want to share with you guys about Zomedica. We're looking for the cost of the Truforma. We want to know, where does it compare to its competitors? So I'm not worried at all. For anyone that got out, congratulations if you made a killing on it. And for everyone that's holding strong, I'm right there with you. So just understand that we are here together. And until next time, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I didn't mention about the merch, but I did mention in the previous videos. So if you haven't copped some Your Pop merch, Pursuit of Purpose merch, I truly dig it. I ordered mine, waiting for it to come in. Love the design. Shout out to the wife for creating it. But until next time, everyone, keep investing.